No, wait a minute. Wait 1 minute. Wait 1 minute. We're back on Facebook or YouTube. You know we're back on YouTube. How that don't go, we gotta be patient with ourselves. No, not people. Especially now, you know where you're at now on time, so you can't just not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, says the Lord of hosts. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, says the Lord of hosts. I am Elijah. This is the message that the Lord God has given unto me and given unto you. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, says the Lord of hosts. Zechariah chapter 4, verse 6. I'll tell you read Zechariah chapter 4, verse 4 through 6. But the prophecy start with Haggai when the Lord God tells her, well, hey, it's a rebel. I'm going to use you as a signal. Now that signal has gone for Malachi chapter 3, verse 1. Go out and send my messenger. He should prepare the way before me. The Lord whom you seek is coming. Suddenly come to his holy temple, even the messenger of the covenant whom you delight in. Behold, he shall come. Malachi chapter 4, verse 5 and 6. Before I shall send Elijah to you before the great breath of the Lord, he shall turn the hearts of children back and forth, the hearts back to children. These are coming to strike the earth for all of the voice. The apocalypse has begun. Malachi chapter 4, verse 4. We went over yesterday. You got to go to Horeb. If you don't go to Horeb, you're not going to know who you are, what type of power Sinai. You're not going to know who you are, what type of power you have, the things that you come through for you. And you're going to be right behind the religions and the denomination of this world, telling you that you have certain things, certain power, and you don't have none. That's how I say yes. No, I can do just telling you, no, well, YouTube got people on YouTube. Blessed is the Lord of Spirit, the Lord of Kings, the Lord of Princes, the Lord of Riches, the Lord of Glory, and the Lord of Wisdom. He shall lighten every secret thing, your power from generation, and your glory forever and ever. Deep are all your secrets, numberless, and your righteousness cannot be calculated. Now we know that we should glorify and bless the Lord of Kings, him who is king over all things. Now remember, the day is a short day. Don't expect too much today, but we got a lot to, we're going to a terrible time. Yeah. Jesus told you, well, you going on, then you got to, Jesus told you, when you see all these things, know that they are the beginning of sorrow. So all I can do is just tell it to you, bro. That's all I can do. I cannot live it for you. You got to do it. You know what you got to do. It's no secret no more that what you got to do. If you've been obeying the voice, keeping the covenant, you know what you got to do. And you know that nobody can do it for you. That pastor, preacher, that teacher, whoever, Bishop Daniel, what that dude name, Farrakhan, Geno Jennings, T.D. Faith, George Delia, whoever, can't do nothing for you. Can't do nothing for you. They can't even save their own soul. And they be, well, you know, I've been preaching a long time. I am one of the largest congregations that out there. No, I became a multi-millionaire a long time. Right? And then they're seeking for sickness and disease. That's who you want found. Don't go be following people, go be following the Lord God. Don't worry, I got caught up in that same foolishness. Yep. Christianity, well, anyway, don't get caught up in foolishness, man. Just don't. But if you're into any type of religion, Christianity, Hindu, Buddhist, or whatever, get out of there, bro. Return unto your Creator. Admit to your Creator. Tell him. No. I ain't gonna tell you I'm a damn fool unless the Lord God showed me that I'm a damn fool. And I was. I hate it all, man. Hate it all. And give it up and run behind the things of this world. A lot of people lying down and being sick and dog. And they worry about the money in their pocket, the money in their bank account. They how they're out my house. And we need everybody probably can. All right. I'm just telling you. Don't fall for it, bro. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. All right. Well, where somebody they have cancer, or they got it tomorrow, they got to go in the hospital to have get their breast cut off. Ask one of them. Ask one of them. They'll tell you. Yeah. You're not foolish, man. You waiting on doubt, the damage. You waiting on? They're supposed to be able to know. You're not supposed to. No, because the next 40 days that's coming up, they ain't gonna be that. You're gonna post and leave and all that. No, it ain't gonna be like that. Not at the Most High says so. Because when you're there, you're gonna be able to say all that, say all three of the prayers together. Look, a lot of people don't have an understanding about the prayers. The prayers are not for the be. We say them online because God permit us to see them online. But the prayers, the 40-day prayers, 40 days, whether you say it online with us or not, you still have to say the 40-day prayer. You still have to say that prayer for 40 days. Whenever you say your prayers, I don't know if you say your prayer, but make sure you say that 40-day prayer. Some people don't say it like that. All right. Some people say, oh man, I forgot to say my 40-day prayer. Then they say the 40-day prayer. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, and all thy might. Return the God of your father, make you 1,000 times so many more as you are. Bless you as he had promised you. And the people made answer to the blessing, saying, you all remember this prayer now. The people made an answer to this blessing, saying, let the beauty of the Lord our God be upon us. Establish thou the work of our hands upon us. Yea, the work of our hands. Establish thou it. Rise up, Lord, and let thy enemies be scattered. Let them that hate thee flee before thee. Hear, O Israel, the Lord thy God is one Lord. And the cloud of the Lord was upon them by day when they went out of camp. Return, O Lord, to the many thousands of Israel. Now remember all this what you're saying. Okay, just let you know you're going to have to. No, you're going to answer. Man, y'all living up. But they won't let me do it. They won't let me do it. I'm trying to, force the email. Wouldn't let me do it. But that's my first time. I wonder every time I've been on YouTube. I know. I wasn't worried about YouTube. They gonna say, they gonna tell you. They gonna tell you how much money they lost. Yeah. They gonna one day gonna come on and say since the United States have gotten a double, two A's in hand, double A in the head, double A plus with they say it a certain type of way. A double A plus, and they tell you how much money since the ratings have went down to a double A plus. They tell you how much money you have lost since then. That's the world. What they take. No. Post Belgium. God of our fallen Lord of mercy, who has made all things without word, and ordained man without wisdom, that you have dominion over the creatures which thou hast made. All the world with equity and righteousness to execute judgment of upright and false. Give me wisdom that sitteth by thy throne. Reject me not from among thy children, for I, thy servant, the son of thy handmaid, is a feeble person, short of time and too young for the understanding of judgment and laws. But though a man be never so perfect among thy children of men, yet thy wisdom be not with him, he should be not with God. Thou hast chosen me to be a king of thy people, the judge of thy sons and daughters. Thou hast commanded me to build a temple upon thy holy mountain, and an altar in the city where thou dwellest, a resemblance of the old tabernacle which thou hast prepared for the beginning. Wisdom was with thee, which doeth thy work, and clever one thou didst the world, and who was acceptable in thy sight, right in our commandments. O send her out thy holy heaven for the throne of thy glory, that being present she may labor with me, and I may know what is pleasing unto thee. But she knoweth and understandeth all things, and she may lead me sovereignly in my thorns, and preserve me in thy power. So shall my words be acceptable. Then should I judge thy people righteously. The words that sit in my father's seat. What man is he that can know the counsel of God? Or who can think to know what the will of the Lord is? For the thoughts of mortal man is miserable, and our devices are all uncertain. For the earthly tabernacle, forgive me. For the corruptible body presses down the soul, the earthly tabernacle weighs down the mind that moves upon many things. All who gets right about the things upon earth will labor find out the things that are before us. The things that are in heaven we have searched out. That counts we have known, except our good goodness and our Holy Spirit from above. The soul is the way of them that dwell upon earth will reform. Men will talk the things that are pleasing unto thee, and save through wisdom. Now, the day of the short day, and not post that, but really have a little something to it. Because people not understand it. And something bad is about to happen all over the world. It already started. The apocalypse has begun. Just like we went over yesterday, it's about taking hold of Jacob's garment. Remember, our father Jacob had students. Yes, they did. Our father Jacob had students. Our father Isaac had students. Our father Abraham had students. They learned the way of the Torah. They wanted to learn the way of the law of God. And they did these things. Now wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. Boy, be patient. Come on, baby. God told you to do something, continue on doing it. Don't stop what God said, tell you what to do for to catch up with us. It does not work like that. Turn to bless thee and keep you. Turn to make your face shine upon thee and be gracious. Turn to lift up his kindness upon thee and give thee peace. Hear, O Israel, the Lord thy God is one Lord. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart and all thy soul. No. Poetry green. No. No. Don't try to get where we are. Don't do that. Because remember what the Lord God told you. And a man went out to hire people, and he hired at 1 hour all the way up to the last hour, and he paid them all 1 pence. And one man got upset. And then the Lord God said, didn't you agree upon that wage? Right? And so that's the same thing we're doing now. Don't matter when you come in. Everybody get the same gifts of the Spirit. Everybody get gifts of the Spirit. Everybody get fruits of the Spirit. But remember, he told Father Jacob, everybody, he said, I got a blessing for Jacob's children, and each one of them will have a different blessing. So that's still going on right now. So don't try to catch up. You just, whatever God said, don't try to be in the books that we are in. Whatever book God gives you, that's the book you read. And then when you finish studying that book, if he tell you go back, you go back and study, because that means you missed something. Or whatever he does, just do it. All right. No, because it's where we at. in prophecy, where we at on the timeline. I won't get to it. Well, you'll see. When I was at a house I used to live in when I was young, and I walked. I know me too. And I walked in the front wrong area because I knew my father had just dropped me off some food to eat. And I was having, I saw it was a large bucket full of chicken, lots of biscuit, meat and bread, and a lot of it. Meaning that it's more than for you to share. And I was eating a lot of the chicken. I remember I kept going back and getting more biscuit to eat. And I think my younger brother was there, and I told him, go get some chicken. I told you, I said, you got enough food for everybody. Most likely God is the Father, and He give me enough food to give to everybody. So just listen. God not playing with His people. Another man was outside somewhere. I walked over to a man sitting with a large box full of chip bags. This is Great Britain. If you say chip bag, that's UK Great Britain, full of different flavors that he was selling. First, my mother purchased some chips, but the man, I'm not sure what flavor she got. Then I walked next, and the man told me the chips were 75 cents each. All right, for each book, chapter 75 in each book. They say different flavors, that means different books. So we go to chapter 75 or verse 75 in different books. I see what you did. So I pulled out some change. I knew I had in my pocket, in my hand. 3 quarters and a few other dimes. 3 quarters, 75, isn't it? All right. A few dimes. Still $1. All right. The third quarter. Are we in the third quarter? Depends on which way you're looking for. Then the man stood up and started talking to someone here, but I didn't purchase my chips. So while I was waiting, I started to look at the bags to see how big they were. I touched a bag of flaming hot Cheetos just to look at them. When I did, the man's attention came back, like he was trying to make sure no one stole anything. And as I was standing there, I had a vision of lots of children dressed in white carrying a bus over their heads, walking with it. When I saw this, I said to myself, now I knew when I see it means someone is going to die. If they carry the bus, and someone going to die, there's a lot of people going to die. All right. But remember what the bus represents. The bus represents many people. Right. And then you had children carrying. Could be a lot of adults going to die. If the children carry the bus, that means they're carrying their parents, right? Or adult people. All right. Yeah. And when I saw this, I said, all right. Then it goes back to me standing near the man, and some other man comes up and says something to the man selling the chips about how some decision the man made. It's like they walked away a little look back at him. And as I was watching this, I knew he had to go with the man because it was his time to die. So that's adults. I don't know. Well, what we need to do, we need to hear from the dollar. Your dollar, your dollar. But you got to see a dollar. The dollar had a dream about Oprah Winfrey house catching a fire. Do you remember that dream of dollar that you had about Oprah Winfrey house catching a fire? That's a focus. You know, because y'all live in a very dangerous time. Y'all got to be right. Listen to me. Because your relationship is not with me, your relationship with the Most High God. And that's why I'm saying, even if I'm not on YouTube for the 40 days, you know how it works. You know I'm going to get cut off. The dollar, do you remember the dream that you had when you said, Oprah Winfrey house caught a fire? So you know I'm gonna get cut off YouTube because I'm not gonna shut my mouth. I'm not. Why should I shut my mouth and watch innocent people die? Why? Why should I shut? If the more you shut your mouth, the more you don't obey, keep the covenant commandment, there's more people that are gonna die. Just like Brother Shepherd had in this dream. Whether I'm on YouTube or not, Facebook or not, once we tell you something, that's it. Because it's not me giving you the message, that's the Most High giving you the message. And the Most High tells you to do things, you just do it. We into the 40 days, this 40 days, you know the next 40 days coming up. Whether I'm on YouTube or not or whatever, you still, once we say 40-day prayer, you say, I'm going to do the 40-day prayer, it's a 40-day mystery. I could say secret, we say mystery. Then you do it, whether I'm there or not. Then after the 40 days, then you would say, well, you're going to receive blessings on the 40 days all the time. All right. All right, Israel, man. All right. Come on. Because I want you to understand another thing, too. If you living with family members, husband, wife, cousin, auntie, uncle, you can ask them whether they're going to keep it or not. I don't care who it is. Ask them, say, because the 40-day prayer, just like I'm going to tell you, the 40-day prayer goes whether, no, we saying the 40-day prayer online because God has permitted us to be people that confirming of what God has done for us. In other words, what we're doing, we know it's true because God said, I talk to my, if there be a prophet among you, I talk to him and bring the victory. The dollar, do you remember posting Oprah Winfrey house catching a fire? She said, yes, sir, I remember. So Oprah Winfrey had that on the BBC this morning. Her house caught a fire in Hawaii. She had a house in Maui in Hawaii, and it caught a fire. And so she was there this morning. As soon as I said, man, now who told us that house was going to catch a fire? Yeah, so her house did catch a fire. It ain't got nothing too much to do with you because you still hung up on trying to prove people you know something. God to give it to you all the time. You got to prove nothing, nobody. The relationship is between you and God. Well, let's get back to it. So now you got another 40 days coming up there. So this next 40 days is really important because this is the 40 days that, remember 3 times a year you go before the Most High God. God has taught us how to come before him. And Jesus has given us the means to go before the Most High, to turn the mighty. I'm just saying, I'm just telling you. All I can do is just tell it to you. The 40 days not up. 40 days on into Tuesday. This 40 days, but then after that, the following week, they have another 40 days. But remember, this 40 days, we always do a practice before the 40 days come up. We do a practice one. Okay. No. The reason why I'm telling you is because, like I'm telling you, this 40 days is very important. All of them is important, but not as important as this one. Let's go. You know, I had 2 dreams and visions. Oh, I had more than 2 dreams. I had a lot of dreams and visions. And I asked me, do I remember? And I could take no, I didn't remember, but I do remember fighting and warring. That's all I was doing. Fighting and warring. I don't know who I was fighting against or warring against. One of the dreams was this. I was like and I had the dream before. You know how you have a dream? And while you're having that dream, you can remember that you had that dream once before. So the one like that, I had a dream that I was in the prison house. And I was giving everybody, not me, but everybody was getting a spoonful of looked like cough medicine. That cough medicine that had codeine in it. And the man was giving that, and he was saying, how easy is that? Everybody gets one spoonful. That was it. Everybody get one spoonful. Then after they take the spoonful, then they take the spoon and put it in a bag and tie it up. And you go to the next person, you do the same thing. You give them one spoonful. After you take the spoon, put it inside the bag, and put the towel. That's what he said. So that's what he was doing. So I was like in a prison atmosphere. But when you look back in the picture, they didn't have prisons have big uniforms. Some prisons they have that blue on. It wasn't like that. And I was sitting down. I think I was sitting on a bench. And so there these two men, they came down and said, "Oh, look at him. Oh, just a slim and stuff, saying things like that." And then he got to walk away. Now, before that, I told you I saw the man. He went to one man. He had a silver spoon. He had the spoon. He put the red-looking liquid in there. And he gave it to the man. And then he got it from the man, took it, put it in the bag, plastic bag. Then put the twist on. You see how easy and simple is that? One man, one spoonful. And he went to the next, did the same thing. And then nobody had a dream like that before that I didn't remember. So when I had that dream, now this morning dream, then I remembered. Then I was sitting on the bench, and the man came there with some other man. I don't know if there was a warden or whatever, but I knew they was in charge. And so as they was in charge, so he come there with his flag word, and I'm sitting on the bench. Then he was going up. And then at first I started telling him, I'm from the project too. I was telling I'm from the Magnolia Project. And I said, I ain't gonna tell that man that. And then I woke, but you're not gonna have control like that in my dream at all. But I had that little control. Yeah. All right. Didn't watch it. You're doing that wrong. All right. You're doing that wrong. Without you only wearing frankincense word twice a day. Frankincense, one frankincense, one word during morning prayer before the sunrise, and one at evening time before the sunset. That's it. No other time. During your prayer time. Because we don't treat it like you got to treat it as it is. It's holy. You got to treat it as it's holy. No, that's why your blessing not coming that's why your blessings not coming like they're supposed, because you want to do it your way. God has left us a formula. But he left us to do it certain, just like the 40 days coming up. That's why I'm having this talk right now. You can't do it. I can't do it my way. We have to do it according to his way, according to what our fathers and them have left us. And if we don't do it that way, then we're not going to succeed. Well, how you been doing it lately? Have you been doing it according to what Christianity have left you? Have you been according to doing what the movement, what Muhammad left you, and Allah left you, and Buddha left you, and all the other ones? You've been doing it, and how has that been working out for you? All right. Let me know. I'm just saying. Stop doing it your way. Your way has been wrong. My way has been wrong. We've been doing it called to what? The sins of our fathers. Just stop doing it. All right. I want to be blessed just like everybody else wants to be blessed. But most of all, I want to serve God. It's not about the blessing, about serving Him, doing it the right way. If you do it the right way, the blessing will automatically come. Because God said, I bless those who do it the right way, and I curse those who do it wrong. All right. Now let's go. I have another dream of this. Remember what Jesus told you. Jesus said, when you see these things, know that they're the beginning of sorrows. Okay, if I just give you a dream by everybody in a penal system, or everybody that's locked up or confined, they got to take a teaspoon, a spoonful of medicine, of medication. Yeah, well, like I said, it could be the flu, it could be anything going around, and each one of them had to take that. That was mandatory. They had no choice, because that's what wherever's in the prison house, that means that they don't have a choice. They have to take. All right. Trying to give as much as I can while I can, man, because I know what's coming. All right, well, you put it on, man. Go right on ahead, bro. You know more. Well, man, this thing, we ain't this thing. No. Let's keep going. There you go. No, all I can do is just tell it to you, hoping that you understand that this is not it's not nothing to play with. Because just like you remind me that I'm not doing this for myself, you're doing this for all Israel. And our Father left us a certain way to do it. And if we don't do it that way, it's not going to work. Now remember, I was just like you. I was just like, how do I know? How did I get this then? How did I get the information, the knowledge, and understanding that I have now? Where did it come from? Came from the Lord of God. Other than that, I've been just like everybody else. Oh, and he came down, and he died, and he rose. The same old thing. Yeah, howling, screaming, same old thing, same old lies, same old head truth. But no, everything I give you what God has given unto me, I give unto you. That's why it has been working out for you since you've been doing it the right way. My dream this morning was 3 different scenes. Just one scene, I was piloting a craft like a spacecraft pilot. And I was docking my craft where it belonged. Then I was standing in the room, blue silver color. The man was lying up a bed attached to the wall. And there was a bed below like a bunk bed. I didn't have one of these before. Many, many years ago. Many, many years ago. No. I was standing in the room, blue silver color. The man was lying on the upper bed attached to the wall. And there was a bed below him, like a bunk bed, except the beds came out the wall. And there was a woman tending to the man on the upper bed. And she put what looked like a blue pacifier into his mouth. He wore a shirt, he wore shorts. Like when I could see his legs were not covered. You can go where I saw it on I saw it on YouTube. On a YouTube short, the pod that you they showed it on there. It's on YouTube. Type in pod. Yeah, that what you saw. You saw it right. Just like in the metrics. And they showing that, I think they were doing that in Israel. And they said they could do it. That's what they said. That's real. It's real what you saw. All right. You know, down into the dollar. The reason why you're so worried is because you be doing it your way. And then when it doesn't go right, then you become worried. Because you didn't do it the way the law. Why? If you do it exactly how the law of God told you to do it, then why would you be worried? If you do it exactly how he told you to do it. But if you don't do it exactly how you do it, then you're going to be worried. How the outcome of it? You know? No. Your mind could be on other things. Because when a person gets up in age, especially women, men do the same thing, but especially when they get up in age. No, they know how to live their youth and how to live their life because sometimes you be deceived. You think that little cuteness or that little beauty or that little rocking body ain't gonna last all the time. That voluptuous body gonna last. And then you find out it's not. Yeah, then you be losing. Then you be losing your sex appeal and everything else. And you're trying to hold on. Where you didn't live a life where doing like the expert said, this body belongs to me, now I can do as I please for it. But that's a lie. It's a lie, it's a lie, a lie. The body belongs to God who created you. And let you know. Just let you know. But anyway, you really might, some people don't believe that fallen angels. Some people don't believe in spaceships and all that, but that's real. Some people don't believe in the pie that I can just finish seeing. That's real. We already know they're doing cloning. Well, type in pie on YouTube and see what comes up. Yeah. You know, that's where I saw that. My green vision a long time ago. But now, you know, I hear green vision. You don't know what they mean. Then one day you see it. Because just like with a dollar dream, she saw Oprah Winfrey house on fire. And sometimes I forget that they had more than one house. Yeah, that's it. Oh, look at it. Now I got another dream to tell you. Oh, no, it ain't nothing nice. No, going along, build a shelter.